Is artificial intelligence going to save the world? Could an AI solve all of humanity's problems? Could we find solutions with AI that we've never thought about before? The answers are in this video, so watch till the end. There's a narrative behind technological progress. The narrative is as follows. We as humans have developed a lot of technology. We have become more potent and more potent. We can conquer the sky, we can travel over land, we can travel over sea. The last 200, 300 years there has been an immense technological progress, and with this we have become the dominant species on this planet. The problem is we are destroying this planet with it. We are destroying the possibility for other animals to live on this planet. We are producing more and more CO2, so we have global warming, that's at least what the scientists say. We are using more and more oil, so one day there's not gonna be any oil left. So all in all, there are so many humans and we are so productive and we are using so many resources that we are destroying the very planet we are living on. So the narrative here is that technological progress has brought us to this point. At the same time, there are people dying from malnutrition. We have, on the one hand, people going to space. We have, on the one hand, smartphones on the highest technological level. We have development of artificial intelligence at the moment. And at the same time, a lot of people are very, very poor. A lot of people are dying because of hunger. So the question here is, why are we using those resources to develop artificial intelligence if we could use those same resources to feed the poor? This is not a new question, this is not a new development. In 1798, Robert Malthus published a book which said the exact problem, that the population is growing. We have more food because more people produce more food. But more food, again, leads to more people. So we're gonna get to the point where the earth is not gonna sustain the population. In the 1970s, the Club of Rome also predicted the peak of oil, that we are gonna use all the oil and then our society is going to collapse. All those predictions have been wrong so far. The question of using resources for not feeding the poor is an important question, because the same thing you could have said in the 19th century to Carl Benz when he developed the modern car, for example. When he developed the possibility to produce cars on big scale so we could use them today. You could say back then to him, why are you developing a car and not using your capital to feed the poor? But there is a second narrative. There is also the positive narrative of technology, of using resources to develop new technology, even though there are poor people. Because what we're often not seeing is what technology can bring to us. What are the positive effects of technology? Because think about this, the invention of the car, the development of streets led to an immense wealth. Through cars, you could travel further distances. You could bring services and goods to further places, further away. Through the car, an immense jump in productivity happened. Through productivity, all of us got help in the long run. Because through productivity, more medical developments happened. Through the development of transportation systems, the world became more integrated. Before the invention of the car, when you got sick, the doctor was maybe 2 or 3 days away from you. After this, he could go to much more patients in less time, so he could save much more lives. So we all got healthier through the development of the car. So that we are so many people on this world comes in big parts through technological progress. Through this productivity, the wealth creation which is needed for such a high population was only possible. So there is a small chance that you are only alive because of the development of the car. And this is where we come to the question, could artificial intelligence save us? Could artificial intelligence solve all of our problems? We have big problems. We have big challenges. We need to transfer to sustainable energy production. We need to close the material cycles. We need to reuse all the material we are using in the production. We cannot go on like this, that we take something out of the earth, that we produce something and afterwards we dump it into the earth. No, we have to close this cycle. And those are huge challenges. Artificial intelligence could help us with those challenges. So what we need to focus on is, what are the possibilities that artificial intelligence brings to us? How could artificial intelligence improve our productivity so that we can reach our goals more efficiently? The question is not what can artificial intelligence do itself. The question is, what are we gonna do with the possibilities of artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence itself probably is not going to save us. It needs more. There's a very well written book called Geek Heresy by Kentaro Toyama. Toyama used to work for Microsoft and he was a tech geek. And everybody back then was thinking, okay, technology is gonna transform our society. You just need to bring in technology, you just need to bring in the computer, and society is gonna develop to the better. So he was part of many projects, especially in India, where they just brought in computers into the classrooms. And he thought, yes, education is going to improve because of that. After many studies, he discovered that only bringing in technology didn't solve anything at all. So this was like an epiphany for him. He really got to the point where he discovered that technology doesn't solve anything at all, only by itself. So that's why this book has the subtitle Rescuing Social Change from the Cult of Technology. Because yes, technology helps, but the question is, what does it help to? Technology always needs people to use the technology in the right way. So yes, we are at the moment at one of the highest peaks in history when it comes to technological progress. Artificial intelligence could play a big part in solving the big problems humanity has at the moment. But there needs to be more. There needs to be development of humankind itself. And this is meant in a spiritual way. This is meant in a matter of mind, in a matter of consciousness. So we need to develop our own skills. We need to develop our social skills. We need to get rid of the power struggles and wars that are in between ourselves and in between different humans. The lesson here is, there are big problems. Yes, technology can have negative consequences, but technology like artificial intelligence can also have very positive effects. Yes, with artificial intelligence we can solve those big problems. We could solve the problem of world hunger. We could solve the problem that we are not sustainably producing energy. Yes, we can solve the problem that we have a lot of waste. But this needs the right target. This needs people that know where we're going to. We need people that know that social change doesn't come only through technology, but it needs to have people that have high standards of moral, that are social capable, that they know how to handle feelings, that they know how to handle power structures, that they have a philosophical background. So there needs to be a change in consciousness.